Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here.
I am the Wanderer.
Okay, I think we can't get Throg over here yet, so we could go for this place though. We're getting close to Ostland. How strong is Ostland if we do that? It's rank 3. It's pretty strong. The other side of it, we could just double back and try to, you know, awaken tribes and confederate and grab these places for free. Sort of consolidate what we're doing, but I think we just keep the pedal to the metal here and just keep getting aggressive.
Yes.
We could awaken like a little ward or something over here maybe and try to get that. I just want to cause a bunch of problems here and like force them to come south to get scared so they don't backdoor me over here. So I'm afraid if I come over here and start like grabbing this stuff up, then they might just go over here if they don't feel like they're being threatened. It worked before. I mean, they were about to come over and start sacking all this stuff, and then we started threatening their main infrastructure here, and they ran away, so. This is going to die to a Skaven rebellion eventually, because they're not protecting it. And then they only have, what? Oh, that's where I spotted Greenskins. Greenskins already have this. They've only got 2 towns left, so if we knock that out, they start taking attrition. Right? They have 6 towns. Where are the other ones? Okay, they have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. That one's about to go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 right here. Okay. Yeah, I mean they're about to be in trouble. Okay, but step 1, let's go ahead and knock this out. They might make us fight it. They probably will.
Move! Where's my next quarry? Drown them in blood. Voyaging.
Wait, what? The flip? Why did I run all the way around there?
Never.
Ooh. Those are pretty strong. We can beat them though. Our Famirs, I think, will take them down. They're gonna make us run through the woods here. I mean, on the flip side, we could just go for Aarongrad here. That's a huge garrison there. They have the tall walls.
The eternal
I mean, we're already so close here.
I eat my enemies.
I mean, maybe we do have to go for this. I don't want to start a fight with Marienburg right now because they could start just backdooring us. I want to go kill Kislev's capital. I mean,
I'm listening.
I could ignore these guys, but
Not likely.
I think we need to just clean that up.
Disorder. Going. Champions fall.
All right.
Offerings of death.
For some reason, they think they have a prayer. Okay, so as always, special thanks to Zach and Joel for sponsoring this campaign. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, you can email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Right now, it's just $30 for 15 episodes in the campaign. If you would like to do more, then you can. Joel and Zach donated over $100, so we're going to be doing the entire campaign here for Wulfrik. We'll see how long it takes. I'm thinking probably at least 40 episodes, 50, maybe more. And if you want to join and hit that join button to become a sponsor of the channel, it's just $5 a month. It's like a Twitch sub. It's less than $0.25 a day. It does help out a ton on the channel, but I'll also give you a $5 discount on any campaigns or guides that you might want to commission as well. So it's basically, if you're thinking about doing a guide or sponsoring a campaign anyways, it's free. Just go ahead and join. Why not? And that's just, you know, just to give people a little taste of the channel, a little taste of the sponsorship. You also get green text, so if you ever want to come on the stream, it's easier to kind of spot you if the chat's moving really quick. The green text, or in your chat, or sorry, if you leave some comments on a video, I'll see that as well. I try to respond to all comments anyways, but as the channel grows, it becomes bigger, if for some reason I don't have time to get to all of the comments, then I'll 100% make sure that I get to the sponsored green comments. But like I said, right now I do get to all the comments, and I will try my best in the near future, unless I blow up and, you know, get to 200,000 subs or something. That might be a little more difficult, but we'll always try to do the best that I can. Okay. The same drill, just run at him. Wulfrik on the elephant here. These guys, I guess we can move them up, but we'll move them up after everybody else moves up.
Good plan.
Okay, well, if they're gonna let us get Throg, we're gonna get him.
Monster steps. Throg ready.
Let's speed this up. Let's wait till he gets over here before we antagonize him.
I am Overlord. Moving out.
Come on, Throg, move it. Okay. I don't know where the rest of them are, but I'm just gonna assume they're all lined up here. That's what they like to do.
Dagger 3. Right. Sladalos. Akash. Waste no time. Sawashra. Kiss marauders. Dodge them. Onwards. With
Go, bro.
speed. Obeying. Yes! Corn demands!
Okay, there are no spears over here, so we should be good to go on that front.
Rotate!
Bros, get in here, let's go.
Gonna despoil!
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are these? Just militia?
Chaos marauders! Charge them!
Jeez, these dudes are taking some hits. Alright, we're gonna have to send Big Pop over here to deal with this. I didn't know we were gonna be taking that much heat.
Chaos good! Orders taken! I'll abide! Chaos good! Rough cut! Sawashra! Just got it! Dark Warman! Drug ready! Get them! Quipsack! Sawashra! Shine!
Okay, that took like forever. I think it's still gonna hit these guys, so maybe. Nah, that was a fail.
Wulfrik the Wanderer! Moving out! Chaos Marauders! Yes, Lord! Now! For the Blood God! Ugu-guman! Ark! Sawashra! Bring us to carnage! Loathing! Kara! Right! Run!
So yeah, one of our wolves took a bit of heat, but he's replenished pretty much all the way up. They do have pretty high replenishment. If you know, they can just stay out of combat for a little bit. I mean, I think they changed the replenishment now to where you have to be in combat, but like when you first go in, you have high replenishment. So if you switch targets, you have high replenishment, but if you stay on the same target for a long time, you end up getting less. So our dude that actually did take a lot of damage came down a little bit, but those spears and some of that missile fire on Wulfrik were doing some work. I could try to grab a giant when we get a bit more rich, maybe. Because he does give like some decent little bonuses to everybody. Alright, money, money, money.
My challenge? Undeniable. King on Trolls.
Okay. Let's go for this. Yeah, what do we need for that giant? We could get giants over there, I think. Yeah, we gotta get this building. What are giants? Oh, they require this stupid ruinous kiln. We could get rid of the wolf building. We could get rid of the money. I mean, we kind of need all the money we can get. We could get rid of the growth building. I mean, 8% research is nice, but it requires to get 2 different buildings. Now, these aren't that expensive, though. I'm not sure what the army cap is on these. It doesn't say they have a cap, but I assume we probably do. But we have to beat Archaon, I'm pretty sure, in combat before we can get those. Be a pretty cool reward. Frostworms require this stuff. We're gonna get that special one if we raid. You know what? I think we might actually come over here and try to knock out Erengrad instead of Kislev, just because we're already kind of priced into it. We're pretty close.
To the 4
We can
corners.
hit it next turn. The forest doesn't seem to slow us down too much. If we stay here and Skaven take this next turn, I don't know if they're going to or not. But if they take this next turn, then
Ready.
we'll get additional
On the
replenishment.
move.
Okay. I think we move him over here. And Throg's probably got to. I mean, we got to dash. Oh, we can't dash.
I'll get there.
Throg may not be able to get in on this fight then. He's so slow. Do we have to? Are we running through a river or something? We are running through a river. Is this a river also? No, we're already over it.
I am the Wanderer.
We could raid it and get 921. Or we could get how much replenishment?
Done
Is it?
and done.
Decent little chunk of replenishment. Can't hire any of these dudes. Alright, let's get our point with Wulfrik here. Extra weapon strength, I suppose. We're trying to get to that movement speed, although that means we're going to kind of leave Throg in the dust if we do that because we're moving so fast. Alright, nice. Okay. We could do either multiple points in Flamestorm or magical reserves. Go for that. It gives us basically one extra use. Alright, just Foe Seeker here. Sure. Foe Seeker Seeker here. Do we have any? Give one of them 10 armor. Sure. This dude has what? The Shield of Tolos, yeah. Missile resist, yeah. No casting item. Okay, I guess we can give these guys a couple of things here. Might as well. Okay, I think we'll go for the replenishment. Just because, once again, if they take this, then I'll get full replenishment, and we're probably gonna need it for Erengrad. I mean, that's it's a pretty serious little fight we got going on there, but it should be solid. And then we can buy a couple more of these. Okay, so it's next turn. Serpent Jetty, where is this? Okay, so we can go ahead and pop that up, I think. I wouldn't mind having that giant for that buff. It's not like a huge buff or anything, but okay, Varg and Valry or whatever. Go ahead and grab that. This place is a little vulnerable, so we'll chill on that for now. Okay. We might be able to get some extra concessions from greenskins here.
Now then, speak quick, cause you caught me in a good mood.
They like us, man. I kind of want to get visuals of what's going on, too. Down there. Dang.
Fine.
Why don't the Skull Smashers, like, where are these guys? Okay, they don't like us for some reason. Alright. They do not like that we were treated with greenskins, but greenskins are the big dogs on that block, so I'm cool with that. How do we see Teo Tekwa? What? Catch vision of them. Okay, caught. Ooh. Alright, well, might have to kill some vampires. They don't like that we treated with... I thought they were cool with greenskins most of the time. I mean, how do they not like us? We're murdering... I guess they don't care about Kislev. When we start killing vampire counts, they might change... Empire, they might change their tune, but... Alright. Also, this will allow us to go on this monster hunt soon, if we take Erengrad, so... And we can rendezvous or intercept that army over there. That's just kind of goofing around, and probably clean up Crocotroc, hopefully before they become a major backdoor threat, and then we might be able to swoop in there and recruit a couple of things. So maybe we should start the motion to get that giant building, so we can grab a giant. Since it does seem like just having like at least one in your army is probably a good idea. Historically, giants have kind of sucked. Mammoths are always better. We talked about that earlier, but... they do provide some buffs now, and I don't know how much extra damage they do, but it looks like they do extra damage versus infantry. So it's kind of like you double down. They are more vulnerable. They have less charge bonus. They don't move as fast. But if they do actually get in combat and people sit there and fight them, then it looks like they might be stronger than they were in the past. They are cheaper as well. I always thought that place was pretty cool. It's just got the random, like, wyvern flying around. Skaven's on the job here, trying to. They've got like 3 armies, but Skaven armies, you know, just because they have a lot of them doesn't mean they're effective. We'll see. Sometimes it does. Man, they are tough at the beginning of like the Ooh, they might actually burn that place over there for us, so we don't have to worry about it. Hopefully they don't use that as a gateway to start backdooring, though. Although if we do take Ehrengrad, we can take to the seas and run them down if they try to backdoor pretty quickly. Alright, what we got here?
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
Little Lord not gonna really change the tide of the fight that much. Okay, they ended up just... Oh, they did occupy it. Or they burn it. It looks like they just straight burn it, because we'd see it if they occupied it. Why would they do that? Maybe I don't remember if they get money for burning or not. I don't think they get any special money, or like not a considerable amount for burning versus just occupying. Loot and occupy. Like sometimes sacking and then looting and occupying. That's usually what Skaven do, if I'm remembering that correctly. Okay, so we'd have to build this building. That's 2,400. These 2 aren't that bad. That's another 2,400. We have to have 2 building slots, so we'd have to get rid of wolves. I want to keep the Famir, because that's going to help us if we do want to buy some of these. God, it's so dumb. Why do they have different buildings for this stuff? Like, okay, the cold stuff's over here, and it... I understand, like, one building. Okay, you know, whatever. You got a smith or something you need to get, but, like, 2 different buildings for different kinds of, like, similar units, like monsters. It's like, come on, man. Alright, so it's going to be a pain in the butt, but... I want to keep the Famir building, but I guess we can get rid of Plunder Hall. Because we can already hire these. War Mammoths and War Mammoth with Shrine. Okay, that's fine. We can't get the Frostworm, but we should be able to just have one of those anyways as a regiment of renown. Probably okay. I mean, once we get that final building slot, we will have the freedom to get these buildings if we want. I guess at least this stuff isn't that expensive. So we can get rid of this. We already have 2 Skin Wolves. Probably enough for now. If we need more later, we can... you know, build it in another town. And get rid of this. Growth, I'm not as concerned about, but research rate, whatever. But would the giant be worse? So 512 Bone Crusher. There's 70, 40. They only cost 512. There's 70, 40. These are 56, 30. They get huge bonuses on Wulfrik though. They have 30 bonus versus infantry, so they're effectively like 80, 86 base plus all of the other bonuses. They're hitting every time. These guys don't have any bonus versus infantry, have less bonuses from like Wulfrik and friends. 38 movement speed, 80 leadership though, so 75 leadership. These have a really strong aura, one of those. We're definitely getting one of those eventually. 50% missile resist and 10% physical resist is pretty sweet. These only have 25% missile resist, but they also have 25% physical resist, so these are much better against magical missiles, I suppose. Maybe elves or wood elves or something. 525 weapon strength, anti-infantry. These are anti-infantry as well. So they both have sweeping strikes. Okay, this is causes additional damage to opponents. 7 meters. Okay, so that's stuff that he's like really close to. This is the interesting one. Okay, so Northern Roar, 75 range. That's basically your whole army. Gets bonus versus large, plus 10. 10 melee defense, and 10 physical resist. That's really handy. That's the stomp thing. And it gives everybody 5 melee defense permanently. Yeah, I think having one of them, because of those perks, is probably good. It's worth the cost. It's not that much. 2,400 for this, and then what does this give us? Okay, we need that for mammoths, but we can hire mammoths on the go. So 2,400. It's like 4,800 for this building, and we can hire him. And we're headed up there anyway, so I think that would probably be fine.
Battle time is feeding time!
So we're not going to have Throg for this yet. Although if we siege it, which we're going to need to siege this, then...
Not likely.
Can we beat them? They'll probably sally out on us if we siege it. They have 3 halberds, a mortar, great swords. We've got flame strike now. I think we can beat them. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is we're just gonna siege them. Yeah, we're just gonna normally siege them.
I'll challenge them. Offerings of death.
Why are we only getting 4 labor force right now when before we were getting like 8? We could get this in 1 turn. Like, what changed? I guess our units are marginally injured. Maybe we just been in the territory longer? I don't know what the mechanics are for labor force. Okay, I guess with a battering ram, maybe we could beat them. I really don't want to siege for 2 turns. I think they'll sally out on us and try to fight us. Surely, if those other armies, if they thought they could beat us, surely they'll think they can beat us with this. I guess with the battering ram... trying to think if I could just attack them this turn. We don't have... The problem is we don't have Throg, but these guys should be able to run up, beat down the doors. We do have Flame Strike now, which should tear up their stuff on the inside. These guys are pretty strong. If we can just mess up the halberds, we should be able to go through the rest of the stuff. That's a lot of crossbows, though. The guns I'm not as concerned about, but the crossbows are pretty serious. Need to put that Shield of Tolos on him. It's going to take a little while to crack this stuff. We might be able to beat it right now on the spot, I think. If we crack the doors, we could throw the Berserkers in there first. If we kind of flank them up to the side wall or something, we could get the Berserkers in there first. Although they're going to start focus firing the Berserkers. It's going to be tricky, because they're going to focus fire the Berserkers with the crossbows. We could have these guys just climb the walls and try to fight their crossbows. I know I was saying that sucks, but if they only keep the bows up on the walls, if they don't have great swords up there, then these can probably still beat them, even if they're exhausted. Or they can at least tie them up so they're not firing anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. This might be foolish, but I'm gonna try it. We'll go for a challenge here. these cannons. Yeah, buddy. Oof, God. This is gonna hurt. At least it's not a very long distance to run to get to the front here. Maybe these javelins can come up and maybe.
That's what the master's bid.
It's gonna be rough.
Chaos Marauders! Ah!
We maybe should have just like waited because they would probably attack us open field. The thing is, I kind of want them in this siege because Flame Strike is so good in a siege, but okay, maybe with the elephant we'll knock it down even faster. So like right here's fine. These dudes can come up and soak some fire. These need to chill until after we've already taken stuff down. These can maybe soak some fire. He needs to be up on the front line. We'll gamble that. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh, it burns. Alright, let's get up here.
Charge them! We're good! Chaos! Wow! Your will! Corn demands!
Okay, yeah, it's just archers up top, so we should be able to get up there and tie them up, I think.
Raid the walls!
Why the gate's taking so long, man? Come on.
Chaos Marauders! Wulfrik!
There's those mortars.
Chaos good!
I'm gonna say burning head for when they're all like lined up right when we charge in there.
Chaos Marauders! Now! Ah! Now is our time! Take it, Southerner! Yes!
Oh, they're destroyed. Okay, we got them. Alright, let's go.
Ah!
Alright, so we should be able to send these dudes in here now. So it hurt the Balefiend some, but not that much, because it deals damage based on like every unit hit. So if it's only hitting a couple of units, it doesn't do that much. Any more? Okay, they don't have that much more. They have stuff over there for some reason.
Chaos Marauders! This area is sacred! My gods call! Kill the Southerners! Kill them all! I will! Duxie! Duxie!
These guys need to get
Ramadan! Yes! Fight! Wulfrik the Wanderer! No! Fuck! Cut them down! They're cowards! The gods have abandoned us! Cut chaos! Chaos Marauders! Eat your soul! Get them! Now! Wulfrik the Wanderer!
them longswords with me. Oh, look at that.
Chaos Marauders! That's what the muster's been! Ravka! Quill! Mortal fool! What do you think? What? Faster! Our blades hunger! This area is sacred! Chaos! Sawushra!
Gotta start five-heading these kids.
Stop them! Very
Saying there's
well.
all kinds of like random memes incorrectly on stream the other day. It's pretty funny. People are like, Professor, do you know what that actually means?
Science! Source! We draw chaos!
We're good flame strike in this, huh?
Quipsack!
How close are we? Not very. Alright,
Chaos good! Bah!
let's go, boys.
Massacre!
Got him, coach. The old fire wizard throwing up the casual 560. Fire magic murder spree. It's 80. Alright, got him, coach. Decent little chunk of cash there. That wasn't quite as crazy as I thought it was going to be. 12,000. I mean, we have to. That's so much money right now. We might be able to sack and then establish an outpost.
On the move.
I don't know how much movement we're going to have left. Come on, baby. Oh, I think we got enough.
Wanderer. They can't hide.
Okay, so we can sack and establish an outpost.
World Walker.
So what do we get for these outposts? So we probably want to repair. Tribal anchorage. Huh. Now, I don't know if the province includes the sea region or not. Like 15% extra movement, but... Alright, so what can we get here? We get public order, which we should be able to manage public order pretty well, right? I mean, lack of corruption, actually, that's gonna be an issue, potentially. Okay, so we can hire trolls. That's really good. So they were thinking of Throg there. That's kind of cool. You can hire basic trolls, which are fine, I think. Some basic marauders, which are fine. We can't upgrade these we can't upgrade the docks. Okay, typically. So we get a little bit of extra money there. Casualty replenishment if we want it. Okay, so yeah, very, very limited recruitment options. Extra recruitment capacity. Corruption slows down enemies. How much corruption are we spreading here? Does this give corruption? Yeah, corruption 1. Corruption 3 if we level it all the way up. It's kind of expensive, especially considering we're not making more money off of it. Bigger garrison for not too much more. So kind of expensive for what it is, but sacking in adjacent settlements gives 30%. So 1,200, I mean, if there's a big place to sack in adjacent provinces, that would actually be pretty good. Even 10% for 400, you're almost certainly going to get 4,000 off of most developed sacks. So that does pay for itself pretty quickly, I think. With reasonable scaling to the cost. It's just 400 more every time it goes up. So that one's actually pretty good. Extra public order, corruption, growth, and public order in your adjacent provinces. Might go with this then. A little bit of extra sack money. And that is to detect Skaven. And 50% penalty for lack of corruption. That's actually pretty nice. Because right now the penalty is quite hefty. It's 15, so we'd only get -7 for that. That's still going to cause some problems. What's the normal garrison look like? Very, very weak. Okay. But it looks like ports at least give you like a little bit of income.
Yes.
And of course replenishment. And the fact that we could grab some trolls if we wanted to is pretty handy. Because I think... Are these the same thing as the trolls? Giant, mammoths, and Famirs. No, we have to get this for trolls, which is not as good. It's weapon, strength, and melee attack. I would rather have 8 extra melee defense than 12% extra damage. Now, what about these? Trolls, Famir, mammoths, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so all of them get those bonuses. Okay. Cool.
King on trolls!
The nation calls.
Marienberg's coming down here trying to get rowdy. Alright, so we're gonna roll up. This dude's probably gonna take this, I would guess. We're gonna roll up and try to kill him.
What?
We could run him through here, like I said, and try to awaken the tribe or something. We could also, like, run him up here to have him hire some units for us.
Yes! Moving!
Okay, so Albion, might as well upgrade that all the way. That place is pretty secure. Might as well grow that out. Okay. Not as secure. Mountains of Hell. Seems secure. Ice Pack Bay, still a little spicy. I mean, we could throw a garrison in Ice Pack. That would make it much more difficult to sack. 5, 6, 7 units in addition to having whatever here. 11, 12, 13, 14 units. They'd have to send a full 20 stacks to try to sack it. I think we'll leave that alone for now. Save a little bit of cash on hand. Okay, we looked at all that. We looked at diplomacy. Alright. Then while we're chilling here, do we want to upgrade any of this stuff? We could go ahead and grab this. It's on the table. We'll grab that. Doesn't help us until we want to hire, and it's only 1 turn to build it, so I think I would rather just have a little bit more liquidity here, just be ready just in case we need to hire some more units.
Where's my next?
In theory, that would allow us to get the elephant faster. I would like to do that quest battle. What are we waiting for to do that quest battle? Maybe 2 mammoths, one or the other, one with the aura. I think 1 with the aura is probably fine, and then this one. And then we could get the mammoth upgrades, and that probably be enough to let us fight it. Says we still really don't have a prayer. We could get that wyvern off of this fight, get a giant. Or 2. I mean, giants aren't that expensive for what they are. I think 1's probably fine, and then we just want the mammoths instead, because just get so many bonuses for the mammoths. And he gets a small discount on them, too.
Sea Fangs ready.
Could just chill. Yeah, I don't want to chill for a few turns. Let's go. Let's just get the building. Let's get the building. We know we're gonna want it eventually. Let's go ahead and budget towards it.
To the 4 corners.
All right. Oh, that's the cat. Cat in the litter box. Military alliance with dwarfs and empire. Oh, damn, we're almost out of time. Dang, this time is just flying in these episodes. We're having, like, multiple, like, pretty good fights. Make sure I check my memory here. I've done several of these in a row. Like I said, I just like to just basically binge. Just play them. Just crank them out. That way I'm just like, I'm on point. Like, I know what my plans are, so I don't have to go back and figure it out. Alright, they took him out. Well, hell. I kind of want to do that monster hunt, though. I guess I could probably do it next turn. If I raid that region. I assume they will probably want to take out Crocodroc. I mean, alternatively, I could not raid that region for a little bit and go knock out like Ostland and maybe Kislev. Occupy Kislev, get that going, and then we could come back and raid it. We do need more money. We also need those giants, though. I think we just go ahead and monster hunt them. Hero recruit rank for Famir Balefiends. 10 turns. Don't care about the skin. We've already got our skin wolves. That's interesting, though, because Throg, I don't think we might be able to level him up fast enough for that. This one would be more interesting to me.
My
Throw that
challenge?
cultist down.
Undeniable.
Okay. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. I think we will...
The eternal
Next
challenger.
episode, can we get there and can we get in that property in one turn? I don't think so. I think the line is like right here. Unless we can get there via sea, which I don't think so. We can hit this stuff up. We can hit Castle von Royken and, you know, some of these other things down here. We can just like start bulldozing this. Then come back and grab this later. There's no time limit on the hunt, I'm pretty sure. So it's in progress. Now the Famir... Throg doesn't have that skill yet, I'm pretty sure. He needs this. So we need like 2 level ups. So we can get Masters of Finn. And then maybe we can dash up there and get like a rank 11 sorcerer for him. Rank 11 fire sorcerer sounds good to me. They're not that expensive, I don't think. 357, but it'd be nice having an army for him. Okay, so I think I'm leaning towards just coming down and tearing all this stuff up. I feel like this is just an inefficient use of time right now. Because, like, once we raid that... I'm not even sure what happens when we raid it, honestly. If we start sacking all this stuff and just rolling in the cash, we might just high reward here and then just walk down and raid it. I don't know if you have to fight it once you raid it, or if that's part of, like, a quest chain where you have to do something else. But, okay, so we will start... we got to build this, and then we got to build up to this. So we'll start building these things. We don't have to do it right now. It's 3 turns for that. It's 7 turns to get this stupid giant. Are there any Regiment of Renown giants we can get? I think there's a quest battle one
To the 4 corners.
get eventually. None that we can see so far. Soul Crusher, that's kind of cool. Perfect Vigor Famirs. Iceforge Cannon. Great Maw. Oh, there's 5 of those. Wow, I just noticed that. It's a squad of 5 of these things that do like huge damage. Okay. That big Frostworm. Okay, we got these guys if we want them. Maws of Savagery. Armored Skin Wolves. Those could be pretty good with Wulfrik. I mean, doesn't he have something that's like bonus to Skin Wolves? Yeah. 15 melee defense. I mean, that's legit. They'd have 65 melee defense. I mean, 108 damage. That's pretty good. It says Duelist on it. .30 versus infantry. Ooh, okay, so those are actually anti-infantry ones. Those are pretty cool. I might actually want those at some point. But yeah, so then we're going to go south. We're going to start just tearing up all of this stuff. That's the plan at least. We'll see how it goes. And then we might just send in a normal ward. If we get rich off all those sacks, we might just like hire a random ward to come over here and raid this and just see what happens. And if it's like a quest battle, hopefully we can take the quest battle. But I don't know. We might actually have to raid it ourselves, and then if we raid it, then we get attacked or something. I'm not really sure what happens. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Most quest battles, you are able to teleport there. So maybe we could just raid it with just a normal ward. But we'll figure it out next time. Anyways, thank y'all very much for tuning in. We're going to continue our rampage, moving south, just killing anyone in our path. We're going to get some cool units, get a little more cash, hopefully. Occupy Kislev. I don't know if it's going to give us anything cool or not, but these seem pretty legit. These little things we can get here. Seem pretty good. The extra 30% from sacking and all that stuff. So we'll probably tech these up and just start burning everything around here. But anyways, thank you. Have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.